Okay, this is video number 2 for beginning violin and viola players. In this video, we are going to learn how to put our shoulder rest on, and we're going to learn the instrument position, how you hold your instrument on your shoulder. So all you need for this video is your instrument and your shoulder rest. So your shoulder rest is very likely in a box right now because everything's brand new. Go ahead and take it out of the box, and it might have come like this. It might have come like this. This is what we want it to look like, okay? These little feet, these little things right here, I'm calling them feet, pulled up, and they're curved in like this. Now, it's possible that it came in pieces like this, okay? If that's the case, you're probably going to want to pause the video in a second when I show you how to do this. What you need to do is you need to put these in. There's a little place to screw the little feet in right there. So we're going to screw that in, and what I would suggest is have it go down about halfway. Okay, screw that in, and then do the other side. Now this is a little bit tricky, so if you are having trouble getting this started, that's understandable. Take it to mom or dad or older brother and sister and have them get it started for you so you can then do that, okay? I would go about halfway down just to get started with. Now, your shoulder rest can be adjusted in many ways. It can be adjusted higher and lower, like I just showed you by screwing this down further for it to be lower or for it to be taller. If you've got a really tall neck, you would want it this a little bit taller up like this, okay? It can also be adjusted more narrow and wider with these. There are little screws here as well. Now this is a pain because sometimes we take these off and we drop them and we can't find them, and that's a problem. So if I want to make it wider, I move it out to the next notch out and then put the screw back on. If it needs to still be wider, I can try it with the other side as well. Now I want you to look and see what size shoulder rest you have. And it's kind of hard to tell because it's usually these raised up little numbers and letters. It's not actually like stamped on there. But this one, you're not going to be able to see on the camera, but you'll be able to see on yours. It says 4/4. That means this is for a full-size violin, a 4/4 size violin. Now, if you have a 3/4 violin and it says 4/4, that's okay. All you're going to need to do is you're going to need to make it more narrow. Remember how you do that with these little adjusting screws right here, okay? To make it more narrow so it's going to fit your instrument. Now, how are you going to know how to fit your instrument? I'm going to show you here in just a minute, okay? So, I want you to notice that I want you to pick up your instrument and look at the back of it. Notice how it has a curve like this, okay? I want you to notice the shoulder rest also has a curve. Now we would think that, oh, the curves should match, but no. The curves need to go opposite. So your violin is curving down, your shoulder rest is going to curve up, and it's going to fit on it like that. Now, how do we do that? You probably at this point need to sit down to do this. I'm not going to sit down because you won't see me in the camera then. Take one side, hook it over. I'm sorry, I flipped my violin upside down, my viola upside down, it's on my lap. Hook it over, and then take this side and hook the feet over this way. Now, to get started, I would put it pretty straight across. Now, it's not going to be straight because it's a curved line, but what I mean by straight across is the feet are even. There are different ways to adjust, such as this way or this way, and that's going to be based on your personal shape of your shoulder, okay? So it's different for everybody. A good way to start is straight across. Now for me personally, I have to have this side up just a little bit. That's how it fits best on my body. I have some students that have to have it way, way, way far this way. Okay, I have some that need to have it way far the other way, okay? And I have some that need to have it not quite so far down, that they need to have it up higher like that. And if that's the case, I need to make this more narrow, and we already went over how to do that. Remember, you're just gonna put the screws in closer in, okay? But to get started, I want you to put it just straight across, okay? Now, once you put it on your shoulder, then you're going to have to do the messing with the angle of it. So let's talk about how to put it on your shoulder. So I'm going to stand back here. Hopefully you can still hear me. I'm going to stand back here. I want you to hold it with your left hand on the upper bout right here, and then your right hand right over the in button, okay? Now put it straight above your head, and then shift it to the left. And I sure hope you guys know right from left, because we're talking right and left a whole bunch. Now, I want your violin or viola to come down, straight down onto your left shoulder. Now, that curve in the shoulder rest, you stay where you are. I'm going to come close to the camera. See that curve in the shoulder rest? That curve right there is going to curve right over your shoulder. It's going to cradle your shoulder. Okay, now my instrument should be out to the left. Now, with your right hand, I'm holding it here with my left hand. With your right hand, I want you to feel the bone on your face right here. That's your jawbone. Now, I want you to feel the hump on the chin rest. Remember, the chin rest is this piece right here. Feel that hump. Your head is, you're going to stretch your neck up, and your head is going to go, the bone on your face is going to go over that hump, and you're going to clamp it down and then let go. Now, if you're about to let go and it's about to fall, please don't let go. What do you need to do? You need to readjust. You need to make sure that the curve of your shoulder rest is matching the curve of your shoulder. Stretch up, hook over, and let go. Okay? Now, your goal for today is to try to figure out where it's comfortable. It should not pinch. It should not hurt. If it's hurt, if you take this away and you get a big red spot right here, you're very likely going too high up here, and this part of your instrument is hitting you. That could be one of the problems. There are many different things that could be going wrong with this. So just kind of play with the shoulder rest. Make sure this is going over your shoulder, and you can let go.